This is Business and Economy Network.
Hello, wonderful people watching within and outside Nigeria, those of us watching via the online channels. Thank you so much for joining us on yet another exciting edition of your program, our program, Business and Economy Network. My name is Uhioze Edna. On our program today, we bring to you little from different sectors of the Nigerian economy, and for Business and Economy Network News, we bring to you the second immersion program organized by Silicon Valley, and also the second award ceremony of OFAB Nigeria, comprising of radio, print, and media awareness channels. On our program rundown today for Straight Talk, we bring to you the MD CEO of Investment One Pension Limited, a one-stop shop for all pension fund administrative matters. And for Company in Focus, we bring to you the MD CEO First Choice Leasing Limited, an expert in general leasing matters in Nigeria. And for Spotlight, we have the MD CEO Gochem International Limited, an indigenous manufacturer of all kinds of chemicals like home fragrances, hand wash, and car wash. As it is in our culture, you won't be disappointed. Do stay tuned. I'll join you shortly. Chief Amina Temitokwe Ajayi, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Silicon Valley Nigeria Economy Development Corporation, held the second immersion program in Lagos, Nigeria. The program was to support, accept, discover, and showcase the potentials of people living with disabilities. The participants all had one message, which was everyone with disability should do good with what is left of them.
Because of them, people with disability, I love them. I'm a mother. They're my children. And for me, there's nothing different from them and you. Sure. And as fate will have it, I was one of the 495 distinguished men and women in this country that attended the last 2014 National Conference. I was in the room for 5 months with people with disability. I watched them. I realized their potentials, their level of education, the way of the proteges. Since that day, I made a covenant with my God that if God permits me, I have any opportunity, I will never let go. The whole world is looking at us right now. I never knew Cisco had something for disability. Bill Gates Foundation is looking at us right now. Ford Foundation is looking at us right now. The other day, Bill Gates came to Nigeria and said, let's invest in human capital. These are human capital. These are human capital. Information technology is the way. You've seen it. God bless you.
Well, I feel really exhilarated about it. I am really overjoyed and I'm really enthralled that this program came to Nigeria and that persons with disabilities were given the opportunity to be participants. And being participants, they have been given a real opportunity to be recognized throughout the whole world by, such people as the Bill Gates Foundation, the Ford Foundation, the IBMs, the HPs, and Microsoft, and so on. Because we, people with disabilities in Nigeria, do certainly need a lot of support to be able to advance in life. And this one program, I believe, will certainly do it.
I am here for the Silicon Valley Nigeria Economic Development Initiative, incorporated program that's bringing Silicon Valley to Nigeria. Basically, that's bringing Nigeria into the technology age of Silicon Valley in California and the United States. And it's a good program. I've come here to learn and to share what I know with other people. But basically, I've come to engage to let the world know that it's not about disabilities when someone lives with it. but about abilities, the things that are left in you that can still be brought out and maximized to make the world a better place. And so that's why I'm here, and I'm glad to be here.
It all went down in Abuja at the second edition of OFAB Nigeria Media Award ceremony involving print, radio, television, and bloggers. All these are geared towards creating more awareness and giving the Nigerian farmer a different approach to agriculture, and also to see how they can embrace genetically modified technologies to fight against food insecurity as a nation. The high point of the event was when Mr. Baba Aliyu of NTA won the first prize with lots of goodies.
It is with utmost pleasure that I welcome you to this second edition of OFAB Nigeria Media Award. It's the second of its kind. The award, which was initiated last year by the African Agricultural Technology Foundation across the 7 African countries in which OFAB chapters are hosted, has brought the media closer to us, especially in our efforts to change the orientation of our farmers to embrace genetic modification technology. All over the world, technology has become the cornerstone responsible for bumper harvest and for self-sufficiency in food, in quality food production. Nigeria must not be left behind in this, and Africa also must not be left behind. Today, we are celebrating the contribution of distinguished media practitioners to our advocacy and sensitization efforts that we have made for the past 9 years. It is giving honor to whom honor is due. The media has been our main ally in this business since we set out to promote modern biotechnology in the country. My charge to the media is stand with science in your reporting. We're in the era of science, and we are for science. There's nothing you can do in this world to succeed without the application of appropriate technologies. And modern biotechnology tool is one. We have a lot of problems.
To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny.
And then with $500
I believe, I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Investment One Pension Limited is one of Nigeria's leading pension fund administrators located in Abuja, Nigeria. The firm has a culture of rendering dynamic first-class customer service, which has brought about good returns to the firm over the years. With a team of investment experts that are controlled to provide clients with finest services, Investment One Pension Managers is a one-stop shop for clients' full complement of investment solutions, and has recently imbibed the culture of educating soon-to-be retirees on how well they can be useful to themselves and the society after retirement.
Investment One Pension Manager is the PFA, the Pension Fund Administrator that is so passionate about delivering service. If you want service, if you are concerned about service, if you want to have a delightful retirement, you should be talking to us. Because for us, service is broad. It's about when you come to us, how we engage you. We basically treat you like you are our only customer, right? And then we have a structure in place to ensure that everything that you need, you don't even need to come. We have the mobile platform to engage you. We also engage people on the social media, and we have all of that to engage our clients. Now, if you are passionate about service, if you are passionate about your service provider meeting your needs even before you ask, I think you should be talking to us, because we are there, always innovating, trying to find out how best to engage with our clients, and that's what we've been doing. For us, ultimately, the value we want to give contributors, because, like I said, pension, the ultimate benefit of pension is at retirement, your pension is there, and you can say that contribution that you have made over the years have returned significant amount. So for us, our ultimate value for the client is to give every client that is a contributor in Investment One Pension Managers a delightful retirement. What I mean by a delightful retirement is that at retirement, your fund is there. At retirement, everything that you need in terms of your contribution, in terms of your monthly, if you are doing your program withdrawals, monthly program withdrawals, you get every of those things as and when due. Now, what that means is that we engage you from day one, and everything that you need to know about the contribution and the scheme, we don't wait until you come to us. We let you know. And for people who approach retirement, for instance, we have a robust structure in place to make sure that everything that they need to do, I mean, not, for instance, it's not until at retirement that you'll now find out that there are information that you should have provided that you did not provide, and all of that. We have, like I said, a crop of young men, young women who are on top of their game when it comes to the contributory pension scheme.
Hello, younger self. I just want to say thank you for deciding to live healthy. Thank you for keeping the right crowd that led to a partner that supports me. That decision led me to make the most important decision of all, making sure that I prepare for a secure future with the right partner. A partner that I can trust, that will ensure that I'm covered no matter what. ICO Pension Managers Limited. Now I can indulge in the things that matter to me. Thanks to you. You are a product of your decisions. Make choices that can stand the test of time, so when tomorrow calls, you'll answer with a smile. So, what decisions will you be making today? ICO Pension Managers.
First Choice Leasing Limited is one of Nigeria's pace-setting leasing firms, considering its strategic mode of operations and dynamic nature. Chief Michael DG is the MD CEO and expert in finance, leasing, and investment. First Choice Leasing is an expert in helping businesses grow, especially new business ventures with no collateral, unlike the banks. Since inception, First Choice Leasing has made remarkable success considering its strategy of putting customers' needs and satisfaction as top priority and with a second-to-none financial advisory style.
You see, here in First Choice Leasing Limited, we are dynamic. Yes, we are really innovative. So we have been able to structure facilities to cater for all strata of the society. For those of them that what we call the SMEs, we have found out that even amongst them, you find people ones that have genuine appetite to grow their businesses. So, and these are the ones that the banks cannot actually extend facility to because of one, it's either they are new or they don't have the capacity by way of providing the collateral that will be required or their documentations. So, being a financial consulting firm also, we take our time to help them in structuring their facility to put together their documentations and then see a way of giving them facilities, you know. So those are things we do, and I think it has paid off. We have quite a number of them, you know, that have actually taken facilities and they are now doing very well. They said that a goldie fish has no hiding place. That is what I feel it is. No matter how you try to do things in a modest measure, it's always noted. Like you said, we started in a very small way, but over the time, the experience has helped us, and I'm happy it's been noticed. I want to say that it's not just a one-man show. It's not just my effort. I have a couple of members of this organization, even starting from the board, the support we have gotten from them. We have individuals, employees here who are working assiduously to see that we grow the organization, and this is what is paying off. So when you look at it and said, it's not just what my KDJ has brought to the table. Fine, one has been in the leasing industry and quite experienced, but I must tell you, the contributions of other members of staff has in no measure helped us to attain well whatever we have attained. For anyone considering or contemplating acquiring any assets, whether it's business assets or private assets, I would advise that it only makes sense, financially smart, that you actually acquire assets using leasing as your vehicle. You know, one is that with leasing you have a lot of advantages that are going to buy outrightly. You know, the risk, depending on the kind of lease you are taking, you know, you have a tax advantage. The risk is taken away from you, and all that. You have low cost leases. So this is what the while indeed. If you don't, without leases, I don't think this country can attain where we are today. Leases has in no measure, in a very huge way, are contributed to the capital formation of this economy. And so anyone who is desirous of maybe establishing a business, because in whether you like it or not, there's no way you establish business without taking a facility or acquiring an asset or what we call equipment. And so the best way to do about this to go the way of leasing. To be quite honest with you, is the award came as a surprise to me. Why? Because you know, in our little ways, you want to contribute to the economy and do your own thing. But thankfully, it's good to also know that people are out there watching how you are going about your processes. I dare say that here in First Choice Leasing, we don't joke with issues of integrity. We pay high premium to it. And so when the first award came, Integrity in Business Award, and I was literally thrilled. I was pleasantly surprised. You know, particularly when you come to know that the award came in, we were nominated online, voting was done online, and so it came in as a very big, pleasant surprise. You know, the second one also came almost the same way, and then so I must tell you that we are very, very delighted to receive the award. But more importantly, it's something that has equally spurred me particularly to do more. It's a call to service. It has spurred me to do more, knowing that whatever we are doing that you are being watched, even though without you are knowing it.
When I first left paid employment, because of the little experience I have in Nigerian German Chemical, then I had passion that I can go into production. And from the kind of experience I had at the university too, so I was into some industrial chemicals. I started with industrial chemical, what they call degreaser, and therefore I even mainly started with degreaser. And we were supplying some, because a lot of companies were working, were effective that time. So we were supplying mainly that to, and I was saying, this is a good opportunity. So from there, they'll be asking you, they need SILCON chemical. We tell them, we can get it. And we now go into research. I will be able to formulate and give it to them. That's why we were able to get some other products. As a result, we are very well into textile auxiliaries. We were servicing all the chemical that we were. At that time, when NTM was NTM, we supplied them. Chemtex, it could do every day. We always be there because they need our services. So textile auxiliaries, we started mainly with that. And we are having a lot of textile industry to work with them. So as time goes on, as of 2000, when we started having a lot of textile industry because of the problem of that a lot of companies, they are now bringing textile goods, importing textile. So as a result, they were no longer performing well, and at the same time, due to poor electricity, so they could not. So that aspect of feeding has to. So we have to look for something else. As a result, we now went to metal pretreatment. We are producing chemicals for pretreatment of metals before painting. So we had a range of chemicals in that. Also, Grigisa is one of them. We have what they call de-rusting, descaling. We have what they call iron phosphate, zinc phosphate, all range of chemicals that they use in the pretreatment. As at that time, we have a lot. We are servicing General Motors, SCO Limited, Anamco, Enugu, all those pretreatment chemicals, and also aluminum pretreatment chemicals too. So also this Giza as one of them, and chromating chemical. Also we produce there all those locally, and also those are the things that are even surviving us till today, because we still have some company that is viable that are taking all these stocks from us. So from chromating, from all those things, we now go into boiler pretreatment chemicals. Boiler pretreatment chemical, we have different range of it. So we go into that, and also scavenger. So all those chemicals that are used in scavenger operations, we produce them. So those are the chemicals that we. So, but when there are challenges in industry, now we have to move into homemade products, household chemicals. So then we started producing that there and there, and we have a large range of them. That even these household products now, some of them are being sold in Gambia. This product is mainly for a lease, but initially there was resistance from them, because most of them believe in foreign goods, that Nigeria, no, it cannot be. But anybody that now use it, they will now become very surprised. Is this imported goods? This and that? Where do you get this? They'll be my friend. They'll be surprised. But when our toilet wash, go anywhere. So it's acceptable in Nigeria, and we thank God for it. I remember when we went to one hotel, it's a big hotel in Lagos here. when we first introduced the product. He said, no, the product we import our chemical from America. America, because we want to clean floor. You know, fortunately for us, the woman, the housekeeper, she refused bluntly that she's not. I now went around the hotel and I saw a very dirty spot there. I now called the attention of the woman. Come and see. And you say you import chemical from America. Look at your hotel. Look at this spot. And with this sample we brought now, we will clean this place. He said, no, it's not possible. That even they are planning to change the tiles. I said, okay, give us 5 minutes, we'll clean it. After, okay, he said, when you clean, I should come and call her in the office again. When she came back, she could not believe what she saw. As a result, they started buying from us now, from there.
This is Business and Economy Network.
Welcome back, viewers. Hope you had a wonderful time and learned something new about leasing, pension, and manufacturing as it concerns us here in Nigeria. This is the more time you permit us to take. But before I go, I want to thank you out there for your contributions. Thank you so much to our wonderful production crew. Thank you. For more information, visit our website. And for past episodes of the program, you can also visit our YouTube channel displayed on your screen. Join us same time, same station next week. We love you. God bless you.